The Miami Grand Prix is about to start here. 3, 2, 1. And it's off. 12 lap starts here. The Miami Grand Prix has gotten back brilliantly today. We have Lewis Hamilton, who's leading right now, was trying to overtake the leader, who's coming in. George Russell around the inside overtakes him. Charles Leclerc goes in and takes the best moves off right now. That's the best move. I think that's Lando, who's out of the race. 11 laps remaining today. We have Mick Schumacher who's trying to get the inside of Fernando Alonso. Fernando Alonso's not doing good, but the Saudi and Bahrain race. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2 again. You can hear the Ferrari fans whispering there. We have the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc is going off the track, and I think there's lots of damage there. 10 laps remaining. There we have George Russell, who was leading the Grand Prix. Might have a great start and ended for pole for Mercedes there. Carlos Sainz still having a great Sebastian. So there we have the inside of Mick Schumacher, who overtakes Fernando Alonso. Now trying to overtake Franz Esteban. 10 laps remaining, but now it's 9. I think it's going to be red flag. I think it's going to be a red flag because how much damage there is. Yeah, and I think it's red flagged. So it is a red flag today, but we are still going to be racing after the safety checkup. Now we can see the drivers coming in. We have the leader, who is I think George Russell right now. There, now it's the time for the safety checkup when all the drivers are there. Okay, now we're going for the safety checkup, and 8 laps remaining once we get there. A few drivers off the track. And I think Max Verstappen is also out. Second time this season. It's not good for the Red Bulls. If Max Verstappen wants to win its world champion, Alex Albon's also off the track. Was also off, but he was stuck. So then a few people had to push him off. And then go and it's lights out and away we go again. It's 8 laps remaining there. The brilliant start there from Pierre Gasly, Lewis Hamilton and Zogani. Valtteri Bottas, Zogani around the inside, Sebastian Vettel, Carlos Sainz there. The Ferraris are not doing great. Remember last race, the Mona's Grand Prix, we saw it wasn't a great one because of there's a red flag, but it was a great one for Sebastian Vettel. There we have Lando overtaking Lando Norris. 7 laps remaining. There we have Alex Albon, who doesn't have also great start, and Sebastian Vettel. Ooh, what was that? Ooh. That was the answer of Alex Albon. That's how much he's struggling. There we have Sebastian Vettel. Charles Leclerc defending from the Sebastian Vettel. A great won. I think that Nicholas Latifi is now leading. We're not paying attention more here. Cars went off. Lots of cars. 6 laps remaining. There, Zugani is now leading. And George Russell, who can win this race? Just 6 laps remaining. I don't expect anyone to be surprised yet with a big victory. Oh, and that's Nicholas Latifi who's been not pushed off. Not very great for the Williams. They have never improved. 5 laps remaining there today. There we have the pit stops are now open. Oh, and Esteban Ocon and Fernando Alonso have the Alpine has a 5-second time penalty for that. Five laps remaining. It's been crazy today. And there's only one more lap with pit stops open. Then they're closing the pit stops. There, who's leading now? And there are 4 laps remaining. Today, Zugani's in the pits. The pit stops are over now. Sebastian Vettel might be lucky and gets close to the drivers he needs to overtake. He can take the DRS. The Ferraris can't win. There's only 4 laps to go, but I don't know if they can do it today in Miami. They're around the inside. George Russell gets the overtake of Zugani, not leading anymore. But Fernando Alonso's taken a 5-second time penalty, so he's behind the drivers, taking last. We have the driver Lewis Hamilton taking second. He might take it. Mick Schumacher is leading right now, and there's 3 laps remaining today. Zugani struggling there. Kevin Magnussen, the Ferraris. I think they're going to take the driver of the day. I'm getting voted that the Ferrari should be from the FIA. Oh, and I think that's Kevin Magnussen. And Zugani's went off. Zugani and Fernando Alonso. That was very close to Max Verstappen. Very. And Fernando Alonso looks like he's out of the race. 2 laps remaining. And Zugani is also looking like he's out. Esteban Ocon will be taking last place, but because of the track. There, one more lap remaining. Lewis Hamilton has been pushed off. When there's only 1 more lap remaining. The Ferraris also they got a few more overtakes, but Sebastian Vettel still needs to overtake. There's 1 more lap remaining today, and we will be watching it from here. Cars coming fast. Can it be Mick Schumacher's victory, Sergio Perez, or George Russell? It might be George Russell's first, Mick Schumacher's first. Oh, these are blue flag drivers. Mick Schumacher's first, Sergio Perez second. There, we can see those drivers. Mick Schumacher and George Russell. Last lap of remaining. Who can it be? I think it's Mick Schumacher who takes the first Grand Prix of Miami, first Miami Grand Prix, and wins it. Or it's George Russell. They're the blue flag drivers. That means we are very close to them. Coming in last two corners, we see the last corner there. George, I think George Russell's going to win. I wasn't expecting that. And George Russell wins. Second is Mick Schumacher. And third is Sergio Perez. What a Miami Grand Prix it was. What the first Miami Grand Prix ever in Formula 1 history. What a race. Literally. I wasn't expecting any of this. There we have the Ferraris. Charles Leclerc, who takes the driver of the day. What a race it was. It was a separate race. Nearly all cars were far. There we have the winners coming past, having a go with lots of speed. And here we stay tuned. I think the Spain race next. Bye bye and see you later.